Hey guys and gals, what's up? It's NihonTiger. Welcome back to the Magicraft server. Yay! Oh, Camaro's joined me. Hey Camaro, how's it going? Oh, is he heading? Who's he heading? He's heading to Shogi's place apparently, but he and Tiffania and I are all on here. But we're gonna head on home. We got a few small things to do today. First and foremost, let's talk about this. So I have started construction on the big old tower. It's not obviously finalized. Merlin, Faust, quite happy here. And here's sound. Is there a sheep around here? Oh, hi. That is the sheep that apparently now lives inside of my of my tower as well. He is taking a little bit of a residence behind the bookcase, it seems. But yes, the tower actually goes up pretty far, and it's a pretty nice structure sticking out from the forest here. This is just the first part of it, I should mind you, and this takes forever to get up. I'm going to have to replace all of these things with arcane levitators eventually. I mean, this takes forever to swim up. I hate this, but the view from up here makes it worth it. So this is all quarried stone, and there's a big old hole in the ground to the over to the south that I pulled all the quarried stone out of, and it actually revealed a cave, which is pretty cool. I went exploring in there, and that's quite large. So there's a big old hole right over there-ish. That's where all the quarried stone came out of. But here's the view from up here. It's a very nice view. That's the iron farm that Ellen is working on over there. It's the only structure I think that's bigger than mine. And that's Lori's little tower thingy she's got up. Mage Haven's over there. So that is where we're going to be heading next. Or not necessarily next, but soon. Because today we're going to be working on some Thaumcraft stuff. Haven't done that in a little bit here. So it's nice to get around and play with the old wand every once in a while. Where is it? It's the good wand. I want the good one. Yes, the good one. There it is. So, mostly charged. I think I took a few little aspects out of it before for some basic research, but let's go ahead and finish up this research, which is the focus of what we're doing today. Wand foci. Haha! See what I did there? Oh. One moment. I may have to fix something very quickly. Alright, so we had a small error there. For some reason, my window got resized and it stopped recording properly, so let's go ahead and get these two wand foci out of the way. Warding and portable hole, so ones we just finished research on. But today I want to do all of this stuff. So wand foci, we want to do all the ones that we can assemble without having to use the infusion altar. So portable hole, we'll have to wait. Warding, we'll have to wait. We could do frost, shock, excavation, and equal trade. So, might be wondering, what's that Quicksilver thing there? And, oh, Balanced Shard. We have to actually learn how to do that, too. We don't know how to do that. I've never done that before. So that will actually be a new thing that we have to learn to do. Fire Charge. Ah, yes. Good old Fire Charge. Focus Pouch. Did I make a Focus Pouch? I swore I could have made one. Nope, I did not make one. So, if you will allow me to gather some of the resources together, I'm going to go check my stores real quick, and we'll make sure that we've got everything we need to go ahead and do this. But I'll be right back. Well, we've hit a little bit of a snag, unfortunately. It turns out there's no actual place to get blaze rods at, which means you can't get blaze powder. Actually, you could get blaze powder, but I also don't know where there's a desert that has cinder pearls in it at the moment. So we are kind of stuck on being able to get at least the first of the foci, the actual fire one. But that doesn't really do anything fancy. All it does is shoot fire and burn stuff. I mean, you could do that with a flint and steel. No big deal. It just lets you do it with magic instead. So, I figured perhaps instead, I don't want that one. This is the one I want. Go ahead and try and make the focus pouch to start with. So you need a belt, a mundane belt, 1 gold ingot, and those 7 leather, and Boopity boppity boop. Focus pouch. Now, this is actually really important to have on you, because what this will do is you can open it up, and it's got all these slots in here for putting your foci in, and it'll let you carry them all around in one easy to access spot without having to have your whole inventory area cluttered up with all these nasty little foci that, you know, they're just eating space. So in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and we'll start to put together some of these different foci. So, oh, actually, these go, I think, right here. Shards go in the corners, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then diamond in the middle. Yes, that looks about right. So we'll do that. And bippity boppity boop. One focus, frost. So let's go ahead, take that. As always, scan it. Make sure you get your research back when you're done. And you can go ahead and I'll show you how the focus pouch works. Go ahead, take the one foci for frost, pop it in there, and it's nice and safe and secure. So where is our wand? Ah, there's our wand. It's in here. So now we've got our wand, our gold banded great wood wand. And I believe, yes, if I hold down F, what I can do is I get this little pop-up menu now. This is a change that Asnor made a couple of revisions ago. I think we went to Thaumcraft 4. But all I have to do now is hover over Wand Focus Frost, click on it, and there we go. Isn't that cool? It's already on our wand. No fuss, no muss. And if you're wondering what the Wand Focus for Frost does, I want to get away from the dogs. I don't want to hit them with this. It goes ahead and shoots a little ball of... Oh, I pissed him off. I must have pissed him off. Oh, I angered him, yes. I can't hit him with that, can I? Dogs! Merlin, no. Merlin, no. Merlin, no. Merlin, no. Merlin, no. No, 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 no. Leave him alone! For Pete's sake. Ow. Get dead. Merlin. You okay? Sit. I hate these dogs. They are such a nuisance. You have to sit there, boy. Such a pain in the ass. They just teleport right to you. Faust? Alright, Merlin, you're gonna have to come inside with me. Do I have food? I should have steak. Can I feed them flesh? Will that work? I can't feed them myself flesh. Oh, such a pain in the ass. I just wanted to show off what the frost focus does. It shoots frost things, frost particles out and hits things and attacks them for damage. Now I gotta go and get my damn dog. Bring him inside. Can I give this to you? Okay, come on. Okay, apparently I can't. I have to get him. Come on, Merlin. Alright, let's go inside, buddy. Oh, great. Alright, come on, Merlin. Come on. Inside, please. Thank you. Alright, both of you, in here. Merlin, get in here. In? Are you in? Yes, you're in. Okay. Hey, you stay. You stop attacking things. This is why I didn't want to have dogs in the first place. There we go. So I feed you some flesh. You good boy? You good boy. You stay there, okay? But anyways, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the Enderman and the two lovely, lovely little guys over there. Ah, here's our victim. Hits them with a little bit of a frost shot. Nothing too fancy. Uses up a little bit of... Ow, I hit myself. Great. It does bounce off things too, I should mention that. So you have to be a little bit careful when you shoot it. That you don't accidentally shoot yourself. It doesn't freeze them, which is always something that I've wondered about, why it doesn't freeze. And it only shoots one at a time. So, you know, you can throw out 2 or 3 of them, but it'll just bounce them out. It's not a continuous stream. So, of course, the Thaumonomicon's going to have a few things more to say about that. But, let's see what it says. Care must be taken as ice checks tend to bounce off solid objects. So, yeah, you can bounce them around corners and stuff. It's very handy when you're dealing with things that perhaps you don't want to get your hands on, you know, up close and personal. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at our next focus, which I believe is the excavation focus. So I'll take these 4 earth shards, and these 4 will be the ones I use actually for my balance shards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And an emerald in the middle. And put that bad boy up there. So you don't have to take your foci off when you're doing this. It doesn't really do anything. So no harm, no foul. Let's go ahead, grab our wand focus of excavation. It takes 0.15 terav per tick. And scan that just as we always do. So you can probably guess what the... Oh, let me open my inventory up. You can probably guess what the heck this does, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's my wands. F. Boop. There we go. So, wand of excavation. I wonder what the wand of excavation does. Ah! Offending blocks be gone. Haha, yes, it's just a block that lets you dig up various things. It also works, it doesn't just work on grass, it also works on stone and all blocks that can be mined. Very simple, very easy to remember how that works. And it's actually perhaps not as efficient as the, just by default, it's not as efficient as a pick. It's a little bit quicker, but I think it's not as efficient. That's just me. I should probably go ahead and remove that. Shift F, right? Yes, Shift F, by the way. If you have a focus on your wand and you don't want it on your wand, you just hit Shift F. It automatically goes back into your pouch too. So if it's in your pouch to start with and it goes onto your wand, if you hit Shift F and take the foci off of it and clear it, it'll just go right back onto your wand. Right back into your pouch. Sorry about that. But let's go here to Wand Focus Shock. That's the next one. And that's what this is for. The potato. For some reason, I guess because you can use a potato to power a clock, and therefore it has some kind of electrical charge. Wand Focus Shock. Grab that out. We'll put that in our pouch as well. So we'll keep that over there, and then we'll hit F. Wand Focus Shock. Now, this one may have to be really careful with, because this one can actually do quite a bit of damage. So this guy right over here gets to be a guinea pig for it. Wand Focus Shock. Bet you don't know what this does, guys. Ready for it? Yep, it provides a shock that allows you to take out enemies or players or whatever the heck is in your way. The problem with using this, you think, oh, that's great. That's wonderful. It does not discriminate. Whatever is in front of you, it will shock the nearest thing. So that's why I wanted to be careful around the dogs, because I did not want to shock them and have them be hurt. So that leaves us, I think, with one more focus that we can do, and it's this wand focus of equal trade. So you can use this focus to trade dozens of blocks in the world with some you're carrying. You must first choose the block you wish to change other blocks into by sneaking and right-clicking on the desired block. And then, when you then left-click on another block, it'll turn it into the target block. Right-clicking will transform a whole swath of blocks. Just carrying enough target blocks and transform blocks to replace them in your inventory. So this is going to be really cool when we do this. But the first thing we have to do is to make these balance shards. So these right here, I just need to put some quicksilver in the furnace to let that go ahead and smelt up. So quicksilver, the cinnabar ore, if you were wondering what the heck that was, when it was ever going to get used, well, here's your answer. Cinnabar ore, where's that extra coal I had? I had some extra coal on me, didn't I? It's in here, isn't it? Yep, there's that coal block I divvied up. Let's go ahead and grab that. Take that coal out of there, throw it in there. And we'll let this cook up. So when we cook this up, the cinnabar ore turns right into quicksilver. Which, by the way, we should also scan that because we haven't scanned an actual quicksilver piece yet. And it gives us metallum, transmutatio, and venom, which is nice. Or venenum. Venenum. And it's a very tricky word to say. So the one thing we need still is balance shards, and to do that, we need to take these various shards that we have, just one shard of any type, and you have to put into a cauldron, which we've done outside, the different types of other aspects, other primal aspects that have to go in there. So let's go ahead and grab our earth shard, and to start with, and we have to be really careful with this, to start with, we're going to take a look at netherrack. So 2 netherrack will actually give us all of the stuff that we need for, I think, 1 shard of fire and 2 of the Terra. So we're going to have some excess stuff. It'll give us an opportunity to talk about 5, 6, what happens with that excess stuff. And that's also why we've set up outside on purpose, because we have to set up outside for the reason being that it's just really dangerous, and I'll explain in a minute. So hold on, let me grab everything that I'm going to need for this. I have to do some research here with aspects, so one moment. Alright, so we've got all our stuff that we need for this. Got our cauldron set up here. This is kind of the setup that you need to have, where you have a fire source below the cauldron itself, and then the cauldron's up here bubbling away. And keep in mind, all of this water will eventually bubble off if you're not careful. So make sure that you keep it full. And also make sure that you do not build this anywhere where it's flammable, because obvious reasons. So what we're going to do is we've got all of our things that we need here to go ahead and make our shards. I've switched out the earth shards for order shards because I realized that a couple of things. One, I realized if I go ahead and switch this to cobblestone, it gives 1 each of Terra and Perditio, which is a lot easier to handle than the netherrack. Sugarcane gives you the herba plus the aqua and the air. And coal will actually give us all we need for the fire, as well as some extra potentia that's going to have to burn off. And that's why we did this outside, because of the burning off part. As we put stuff in here, not everything is going to get used up, and that means some of this stuff is going to bubble over. It's going to turn into taint and all kinds of bad things. You'll have taint gas that flies up out of here. So you always want to make sure when you do this, it's in a properly ventilated area, somewhere where you can clean up very easily. But put that Thumb-Nom-Con away. Let's go ahead, and we're going to throw these in, I think, 1 by 1. Make this easier. 1, 2, 3. And you can see my goggles of revealing are kind of giving a idea of what's inside the 2, 6, 8. Oh, I made elementum. Oh, I didn't mean to make elementum. Oh. Oh, okay, well, we made a shard, so. Ooh, I didn't realize it would do that. Interesting. So that was kind of a mistake on my part. I may need to go ahead and grab that netherrack anyways. Whoopsie. Okay, and we'll grab some more cobble too. So we're going to have a lot of stuff that's going to have to burn off. But we've got our balance shard. So let's go ahead and be really careful with this. We want to make sure that as we throw stuff in here, we're throwing in things that are going to... Oh, let's go ahead. Oh, come on. So it's not going to cooperate now? Can I got 2 out of that, so I'm going to throw in another rack. And 3? Okay, so I'm still short on, I think, yeah, I'm short on the another rack. I'm going to have to throw another 2 in there. But I forgot that if you throw coal in there with all that stuff, it's going to pop out elementum instead of popping out other things. And there's the 4th order shard. Awesome. So we only have 3. 2, 3. What happened to the 4th one? Oh no, don't tell me it ate it. Oh, and there's that taint gas. Oh, that's why we had to make extra ones. So this is part of the chaos of thaumaturgy, is sometimes it'll accidentally eat things, and there's some of that boiling over. So what do I need? So I need some more. I need a whole bunch more stuff. This is a problem. This is part of the problem with thaumaturgy. It gets out of hand really quickly if you're not careful. You have so many aspects just breaking down like mad. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do that for that 2. I need 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so we got all our shards. Obviously, this is going to boil over, and it sometimes spawns bad things too. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing the various aspects kind of break down, and that's what happens is they break down into their primal aspects over time, and you have some stuff that kind of sits on the top here is like a film. Occasionally you have gas, and there's the gas just floating away forever. It'll do that. So that'll be above my place forever now, which is awesome. And now you can see the taint is starting to spill all over the place. Great, 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 great. I might as well try and put a cap on this. I can do this actually really easily. So put that out. And now we'll go ahead and break that. So then, now we just have to deal with the taint instead of having to deal with the gas. And you go do that. Have fun, taint. And it treats it like a liquid, so it's basically just going to pool here unless I go ahead and kind of puddle it up. But we've got ourselves some balance shards, and in the future we'll be making this a lot easier because we'll be using... Oh, did I really I overshot one in another rack. Okay. We'll be making this a lot easier in the future because once we have our Alembic system, we'll just distill what we need down, and we can put those little vials into the cauldron, the crucible instead, and that just makes everything a lot easier. Oh, don't forget to scan. You're gonna forget to scan again, dummy. So there we go. Got a balance shard scanned out. And we'll go ahead and pop those in the corners. Do I have enough charge? I have insufficient V, so I don't have enough of the Perditio. But that's okay, because we can actually use this as an opportunity to go over to Mage Haven. I always forget. I keep calling it Mageville. It's Mage Haven. I have to continuously tell myself that's the name of this place. So go over to Mage Haven, and we're going to go to, I think it's Zoy's shop over here. He's got himself a little wand charge shop. Yeah, Zoy XP's wand shop. Wand charge. So, I like this. He's got Mark here. Mark the Penguin. Need a book? Grab it here. Hey Mark, how you doing? So free Greatwood gold caps. Oh, and that's the arcane levitator. And there's Tivinia. Hello, Tivinia. So the V capacity silver with thaumium for all your advanced needs. I've been thinking maybe I would do that. Oh, there's a cost to that. So I'm trying to think. What is the cost to that? So he has some wands, but I don't know what he's charging for that. So I would have to see what he's charging. Plus he's got extra primal charms and goggles of revealing, all kinds of fun stuff in here. Stuff that we're gonna make. So let's go up our arcane levitator. And warning, do not use iron stick wands in this charger. Grab some Greatwood gold down there for free, which is great. So he's got himself a little charger. I can go ahead and I'm just going to find a... here we go, Perditio. I'm just going to swipe some of that. That should be enough. Let me grab some Ordo as well. So we've got what we need. I'm just going to go do that. And, here we go. Now we can head on back. This is actually a lot quicker to do it this way, even though I only live, 150 blocks away. It's quicker to go through the hub to get to my place than it is to actually walk that distance, which is quite remarkable. So, we've got all this stuff. We're pretty good to go now. Alright, so let's pop that in there. We should be good now. One focus, equal trade. Alright, awesome. So we've got our utter focus. We don't have the fire one, unfortunately. I'm still a bit sad about that. I mean, should be really easy to find that. So let's go ahead, get some dirt from our dirt chest 9004. Actually, no, let's not use dirt because dirt's going to have the potential to go haywire. Let's use cobble and quarried stone. And what we'll do is remember the instructions that I told you about before, how we're going to make this work. So let's make 6, 7, 8. You need 1 block of that and 1 block of quarried stone. So see if I remember the instructions here myself. Let's go ahead and grab this. NihonTiger, got wand focus equal trade. So left click, right, sneaking and right clicking on the desired block. When you left click on another block, it will turn into the target block. So let's go ahead. We want to, let's see, right click on that one. And you can see in the top left in our little Thaumcraft wand overlay, you can see that when I right click on these blocks, when I sneak right click on them, take a look at that. It's changing what the block is in that little overlay. So you can see what you are going to be changing it into. Let's go ahead, right click, and we can shift right click, I think, or we can actually right click, just right click, and it changes all of them into our target block. And also you can see it takes the blocks that we picked up, or blocks that were changed, puts them into our inventory. So let's say I want to change it back. I could just right click, and there we go, magically back to normal. Again, one more time, just right click, there we go. So that does all the blocks. Now if we just want to do, say, 1 or 2, we can change those individually, and it just flip-flops them around like so. Not too hard. It's actually a very useful wand for building. I wish I had this in vanilla. It would make everything so much easier for me. I mean, I could have made this whole thing. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't have been a good idea to make this out of dirt, but I could have made this out of cobble and could just mined up a bunch of quarried stone, you know, walked over here, clicked on it, and boop, would change everything over. It'd be so much easier for me. Just so much easier. Let's just change that back. So that's pretty much the basics of wand foci. I mean, it's not too hard to figure out, but it's pretty fun once you get these basic ones all set up. I hope we can get the wand foci for fire in the next episode. I would really like to do that. But for now, I have to take my leave. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, stay magic, my friends. Stay magic. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?